This is a live replay.
Hi.
So, Thea's here. I'm making the Diedlebug mini backpack. I love you, Thea.
It's for my brother.
But I modify it so I don't have to do a drop-in lining. Okay, you need to sit down. You can't be in my face. It's summer. I am out of good times to not have children when I'm live. So. Alright.
But I'm live being
Okay, stop. My son's birthday was yesterday and his party's tomorrow, and he's been begging me for a mini backpack for a while. So he picked out
a kitty one,
the print and the vinyl and all the goodies for it. So he picked Harry Potter cats.
It's going to be so cute.
And this green rainbow vinyl.
I know it's going to be so cute.
And I just had him help pick the webbing because I kind of forgot about webbing. We've got a black with like a green-blue color shift.
Oh, good job. I know
green lining. Oh, he got sorted into Slytherin when we were in Universal, so he's been like embracing it.
I'm going to do this part.
Yes, stop.
If you want
he picked a Slytherin zipper pull for the front pocket and paw prints for the main pocket. Yes, yeah. Hey, Jody and Dodo. Okay, I just realized I need a ruler. So, pardon me. I need a different ruler.
Okay. So, no one's going to get Pam Fisher.
Okay.
She's back.
Hey, Kara. Alright, you have to move. I love you.
But can I still be in here?
Why don't you go get your tablet?
Can I still be in it?
Kira said, hey, Thea.
Hi. Hey.
She's like, can I be in your live? I'm like, hey, Sonia. Alright, let's see. I haven't made it for a while, so there's some measurements that I will need. I got tired out of nowhere. That's not good. Okay. So Lauren Marmino has a video on the Diedlebug Mini, and I do something she did to not do the drop-in lining on the zipper panels. So like these pieces, you're gonna cut the lining to be the same as the exterior. And then Lauren turns it into a gusset. I do some weird method where I don't do the gusset, but I still don't have to bind it or do a drop-in. So hang in there with me. I'm really hoping to make this in 3 hours. It's been a while since I've made one though, so. Okay. I need to stop. Stop. Alright. I'm gonna baste the foam to my bottom panel first, because why not? Right? There it goes. My nose is itching. Hey Liz, Nicole, and Beth. Beth has a cool video that came out today all about TPU vinyl. You make like 8 pouches with one roll. I like it. Okay. Trim the foam. I couldn't remember if I usually do like 2 pieces of woven interfacing on the main panels and the foam, or if that was just something I did on the back of the Denver. So I just did one layer. It's for my son. One was crappy looking. I started watching the video, but I was like, shoot, I gotta do some other stuff, so I'll have to watch it later. I'm sure it looked fine. Made a crystal bag last night, but made it with binding because you were feeling tired. The crystal's fun. I made one as a strike, and it hasn't sold yet. It's so hard to take pictures of it, and it's so hard to display in person. Because literally, unless someone starts looking at it and I'm like, oh, check this out, it turns into a backpack. They don't get it. Alright. I think I gotta make my straps. Because I'm gonna need those. I feel like when I start a bag, I'm just like, oh, there's so many pieces. Oh, there's motion at my door. Maybe my boyfriend's home early and Thea won't be up my butt. Made a few, 3 more cut. Binding was nice but easy. So did you just make like the exterior and the lining and then like bind the bottom on? I've only made the one, so I'm trying to think. Put the bottom on like the Guardian. Okay, yeah. It's not a bad idea. I feel like it would give it like a good bottom structure too. I think you're on to something. God, do you see how like blonde my hair is? I need to put color in it like really bad. Oh, so I finally finished the net that I uploaded the cutting video of over a month ago. So, yay. I'll show it in the vlog that goes up tomorrow, and then the sewing video will go up like probably Monday. My laptop is exporting the vlog right now for tomorrow. Oh, hey, Dad. Thomas Leach is my dad. Also my brother, but that's my dad. We're gonna go see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 tonight. Oh, you gotta like the video. On my screen it said no one had, so I did it. I have a show again next weekend, and I was really like planning on making a bunch of stuff this week for it. It's at a winery, and I was like, oh, I'll pull out more of like my floral prints and whatnot. And then I got a wholesale order, and the deadline is like way sooner than I thought it was going to be. So I'm like, well, shoot. I'm gonna see what I can do. Probably not gonna sleep much for like the next 2 weeks. We'll see. Okay. Sew the straps. Something fell over there. But I don't see a cat or a kid. It's great. My laptop cord is like under this. Also, exciting news. I fixed the issues with the cylinder arm. Sorry. So I can use it for videos now. Okay. Have a show next weekend, and we'll just be happy if I make it there. Forget anything extra. That's basically what I'm gonna wind up as, I think. At least I have like a decent inventory still, even after last weekend. So I don't know. This light, I don't know where to put it. Everywhere I put it, it annoys me. But if I don't have it, I feel like there's not enough light under here. Hi Brittany, are you going to sell the notebook holders on your website? I would like to purchase one. I actually listed them in my VIP group this week after my show. That's where I generally list things first. That's my VIP group on Facebook. I think I have one left from the ones that were in my video. I made 2 more yesterday. I'll post those after next weekend's show. Okay, straps are done. I need my back panel. Okay, so those will go on there. And my connector piece, wherever it went. And I need the handle. Okay, all of these. Okay. This piece. Alright. You have to make a mark. Which is going to be hard to do on this maybe. I don't know. I think I ran out of heat erase pens. It's fine. So if that down. The only problem I have is making sure that this is in the center and then also lined up so it's straight. It may be a touch crooked, but I think it'll be okay. 2, 1, 4. So all these measurements are in the pattern for this part. I also like taking this and putting it into the Denver backpack. Okay, so that's marked. I'm just gonna prep my whole back panel first, and then I'll go to the front. Okay, yes. So, your connectors, I probably should reinforce. But I think they'll be okay. I don't think Dom's gonna carry anything too crazy. When I do the handle, I actually use tape, which I don't do a lot because I'm only sewing on the one side. I'm just gonna sew down the folded edge. Oh, I even let my son pick out the thread he wanted, so. Okay, and then the connectors, I really feel like I should stabilize it. Hi, Luna! This is Dom's cat. I'm making your boy a backpack. thought I had a scrap right here. Aha! I do. Hi, Karen. Okay. I don't feel like fusing this because I would have to literally warm up my heat press. So, we're going to... Oh, I should probably trim this down. Gonna layer it with tape. Perfect. Okay. Fold that over. So that they meet. And then sew down both sides. Okay. And then this gets cut in half. Alright. So we can start assembling this. What I like to do is, in the directions it has you put the handle on first and then the straps, but you're going all the way across, you might as well do them all at the same time. And I take the ends that I backstitched and put it in here because it's gonna hide it. And let me see here, I wanna think. I'll have the like folded edge out on both sides. So you make marks, and that's part of like the measurements that it gives you. And then I just put them right at the mark. So strap first, the handle I put in for the seam, and then you'll just butt that up to it and not pinch the crap out of your finger. I didn't sew it, I just pinched it. Go to the next mark. Okay. And then next handle right up against that. So, handle in the middle of the straps. Now you have this piece that'll go over it. And where do we make our marks on it? Okay, yes. I had told Thea to find her tablet, and I think she found it and got distracted with it. So cool. So I like to put tape on the edges and then fold in to the line. Hey, Melissa. makes me so happy seeing like the special stickers and the donut cats. I've been thinking that jelly vinyl retail, it's password protected right now. It's on my website. I have it like loaded for when it comes in. But I'm thinking about giving the password to members only. Like some set of time in advance. As like a thank you. And I already have like a Jelly Vinyl pre-order round 2 listing set up. So we'll see how retail goes. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, there's the line up top. Sometimes I'm like, why do I put that line there? I feel like I shouldn't have. Again, this is for my child. I need to get heat erase pens again. I think it'll cover it enough and still cover the bottom. Oh, I want to put a made with magic tag down there like I did on mine. This is my mini that I made. I forgot I did like fancy straps. Sorry, Dom. You don't get that. I had to do stuff at work. Where did you get the vinyl from? Sorry if you already said it. I don't know if I said it. It is from More Me Know, but it's not out yet. I think it's gonna be like an August 15th release. I think. So, I have so many woven labels. I just kind of threw the binder in here and then I just keep throwing them in there with them. Listen, I used to have them sorted up in these containers, but I have too many also, so I don't know. I had an idea for something I'm going to do, but I don't want to make it public because I don't want someone to steal my idea. Need to organize mine too. I'll throw it in a pile. Yeah. Well, it's gotten even worse because of sewing blurbs. I just like, I keep getting more and more, and I'm like, I just keep throwing them in there. Okay. Don't want to block his Slytherin kitties, so we'll put it right here. He wanted a mini backpack when we were going on vacation, and I was trying to find him like a boyish one, and I just couldn't. Or they were too expensive. And then I was like, well, now that we hit Disney World and Disneyland in the last year, I don't think we're going anytime soon. And I'm like, I don't know when he would use a mini backpack, but he has assured me He will use it all the time. So that said, I'm stressed now. Let me organize your labels. You're only like 3 hours away. Come on up. I've got all sorts of stuff you can organize. And Kira said, "You're welcome to come organize mine." I live closer to Beth, though. Oh, it's gotta be so cute. Alright, let me trim this, like, down, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Oh my gosh, he picked out all this stuff the other night. I was just gonna pick for him. I would have never picked this. I've got way too much fabric though, and he's like, "So, how long am I thinking it's gonna take to make? Like, will it be done tonight or tomorrow?" And I was like, "Maybe next year." And he was like, "Oh, all right." So that's what that looks like right now. So there's the tag in there. I'm going to put the foam on the back and stitch around. I didn't do it with that because if you stitched all of that with the foam, it would like make a crease. You could rivet here if you wanted to, but I think it's on there good enough. What are you stealing? The backpack? Is it a case of going to use it once and never again? I sure hope not. Oh, Kira's behind. You getting a Baha Ha Ha Blast? I want Taco Bell. No, if he better like. He did tell me the other night. He's like, I would take it to my birthday party, and like, ideally, I wanted to like gift it to him at his party. So I kind of like don't want him to see it finished. All he has to do is literally turn this video on upstairs. He knows what I'm doing. Hey, Annie. Okay. I'm gonna be like mad now that I didn't just make a Hufflepuff version of this for myself. I mean, I like mine. Mine has a yellow lining. You can't like, and it has a Hufflepuff zipper pull on the front. But I'm not like the biggest fan of yellow, so I didn't use yellow vinyl. I used black. Just between us and anyone else who watches, what's my current favorite pattern? You know, that's a great question. I don't know. I mean, I'm loving making the moon dance right now because it's like one of those, yay, I made 10 of these. Although yesterday when I was making 2, I cut everything wrong because I forgot that my More Me No rulers are 8 inches wide instead of 8.5. Okay, so It's got the foam on it. Yay. Oh, okay. We're almost done with the back. I do really like the apothecary, and I would like to make more. I love the Dina, which is the cat face bag, and after I call Canada next week, I'll decide if I'm going to Toronto for Meowfest. I'm making a lot of those. I'm gonna stitch this here so it doesn't shift. But the moon dance pattern immediately still haven't sewn it yet. Yeah, I had put it off for a little bit. Beth, that's what you could make for your show next weekend. You could easily pump out a bunch of those. I only sold 2 last weekend, like in person, but then when I post them online, I sold the rest of them very fast. Except for one. I have one left. Maybe. Stop trying to make it work. Need to try another one of those. The apothecary, my first didn't come out great. So it got cut up. Oh no. What part didn't look good? I feel like the apothecary is a little bit intimidating. However, it's just a lot of pieces and like steps, but it comes together so nicely. Okay. Angle these in like so. My least favorite part of this bag is the cargo pocket on the front, and I need to just stop making it with that, but I'm gonna keep torturing myself. Those look equal. Wrong materials that didn't work together. Oh, that makes sense. Why does that one look longer? No. They're the same. Literally angled them perfectly. I sold the white and black butterfly one that I made recently with the candy corn thread. I sold it on Sunday. I was really excited because it ended up raining on Sunday, and without selling a big bag, I wouldn't have done as well. That was the only like big bag that I sold. I've got the Totoro Erica Mini, and everyone loves it, but it hasn't sold yet, and it makes me so sad. I don't know. I was also shocked because I did Pride and I made a bunch of like rainbow things, and I only sold like one of my totes I made, and I had made 10. I think I sold 2 more of them online, but I don't know, it's funny. I'm not gonna finish these at all until the bag's finished. There's just no point. Okay. It's a start. Okay. Now I gotta make the cargo pocket. Or I can make the zipper panel. I'll just get the cargo pocket out of the way. Okay. I think I will put the foam on this part first. Yeah. And then I'll put then I'll do the pocket. Yeah, okay. Oh, Beth has a video for the apothecary. I have it on my list to make one. I already know what it's supposed to look like and everything. I just haven't made it yet. Oh, Well, if Nicole, when you watch later, thank you for leaving it on. I appreciate it. Okay. Pockets. This. Okay. Where is the piece I need? It'll be the last one I find. Okay, I need my zipper too. So that's the front zipper. And then we're gonna need our name tag. And okay, the webbing is last. Okay. We need that in a minute. We need our cargo pocket pieces, our zipper tabs, our front zipper. I need to see how long I'm supposed to cut the zipper. Because I don't remember. Okay. So once you... No, I'm not moving. I'm sewing. It should be 9.5 inches long. Okay. It's like when patterns are written to have like a sized zipper. It always throws me off because I'm like, but what size zipper tape? So this should make the zipper the right size. I gotta find where I put my donut lighter. It's making me angry. Okay. I'm gonna mark this so I fold it. Oh, you know what? This backpack is so much faster to make too if you don't do this pocket. Because literally, like, every time I make it too, I mess up the pocket. So, hope you're ready. I want to do, like, an actual video for this bag. But I'm pretty sure whenever that happens, that I won't be doing the cargo pocket. And then you gotta make marks on these. So this wow, I cut that poorly. It's important on this part that you sew in the right spots too, or else it won't like turn out how it's supposed to. That's all marked. I don't think it'll show by the time it's sewn, but you can Luna's little face poking up. Voldy cat ended up on the back. Where'd they go? Okay. No. Okay. I was like, did I really make it go the wrong way? I did not. Oh, it just fits too. Because you want to have like your side seam miss the zipper tab. There's Mike. Hear the door. Yeah, you sew around, but you leave an opening. It is very interesting. Because you have to make sure that you don't sew the zipper tab. I had to go just outside of where it should have been. But I'll just adjust it on the other side of the pocket too. Hemostats to turn. Aw, Joni, thanks for joining. The perfect pals. Thank you so much. Now you get all the fun emojis. And a donut cat. Come on. It is fun. I think once we get a couple more members too, I get to add some more emojis, but I'm like at my limit right now for the number, like the number of emojis per number of members. Okay, so this is why you can't catch the zipper tab in this, because then you wouldn't be able to fold it out. Okay. Think you top stitch this then. So it says you can top stitch it all or just on the zipper because you stitch it all when you put it on. Yes, okay. And then you repeat it to the bottom. Okay. Been a while since I made it. So I'm like, oh, I gotta look. So the emojis work for live chats and also when you leave comments on videos, and there's the community tab and I try to post on there too, and they work there on the comments too. So it's the top part of the cargo pocket. Last time I made this, I think I figured out the best way to put, why did that, I think I figured out the best way to put the pocket on. So I'm hoping it works again. and I don't mess it up at all. Oh, yes. Okay, so this is weird too because when you sew this, this part is inside of it. So you kind of have to like fold it out of the way. So I kind of take and fold that and clip it in and move it to the middle at least too. Okay. I'm going just outside of the seam allowance on this side too, since I had to do it on the other. I just want to make sure that they match as best as possible. And one side looks a little crooked. I think it'll be okay once everything's put on. Okay, so this gets poked out just like the other side. And then you top stitch the zipper on this side. His zipper is a little wavy. But front pocket. And I always cut them together so that the print matches up. Hair's gotta go back. Okay. So now you mark squares. Children sound like elephants upstairs. And I don't know if you can hear them. Then you match these up. And you're going right sides together. And it should be like at the point, but I am making sure my lines match up. And then you're gonna sew on those lines and make sure you back stitch or it'll come apart. That one did not match up completely. Okay, so I gotta cut that off, which is terrifying after all that hard work. But then it gets flipped like this, and then you can see he's so cute. What's your pocket's gonna look like? If you feel like the headache, you could always cut that so that it lines up perfectly with this. I could never, although I almost did. What? You gotta be kidding me. I almost lined it up perfectly. But I don't think you, like, actually could because it gets folded in. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that it matches, like, as close as it does. I guess we'll find out. I'm figuring out where the centers of this is because of how I'm going to attempt to do this. Yeah, I really like this backpack. But the first time I made it, I went completely off of the pattern, and I did it live. in my Facebook group. This was like 3 years ago. But I did it live, and I did the, it took me more than 4 hours because Facebook cuts you off at the 4-hour point. But the drop-in lining, you have to like pin it together and stuff. It's terrible. And then I ended up doing it again the next time I needed to make one for a custom because I didn't know how to change it up yet, and I panicked, and it like the custom was probably like overdue. So I don't recommend the drop-in lining. Okay, I gotta figure out where this goes. What sucks is I don't have my heat erase pen. You know what? I give you. Hang on. I'm hoping one of these works. Alright. It's also black, so it doesn't help. You need like a template that just has it with the markings. They can just lay on top of it. That doesn't work. Kind of works. That does not work. That does not work. That pen is trash. Okay, disappearing ink is preferred. Alright. Oh, this is not a big enough ruler. 4 inches up. I can barely see this. I can't see this. It's not working. So here's what I'm gonna try to do. Okay. Okay. Bear with me, sorry. This is mildly terrifying. just trying to like put enough marks that like you wouldn't be able to see it. My watch says I'm active again. But like I also have to put them in spots that you can actually see. Okay. So what I have done before is I have tried to pin this whole thing on and it always shifts without fail. So what I did last time is I kind of like flattened it out and I sewed the top on nice and straight. And then I kind of flattened the bottom. Sewed the bottom on nice and straight. And then I bent it back out how it was supposed to be, stretched it out however best I could, and sewed the sides. And that was this one. And it is probably the best one I've done. So, like, you can tell there, like, how straight that was. The sides are questionable a little bit, but this pocket is really hard to get perfect. Oh, you know what's funny? My pen marks are on there. I must not have, like, heat erased them. So, see? I'm not worried about it on this one. Not worried. It's gonna be fine. I feel like I should probably pin it down. What that means. Can I get my pins? Maybe I should do the bottom first. Because I marked the bottom really well. Okay, pins. Where are my pins? This is maybe a third of my pins. Okay, I'm just gonna grab. Okay, so I'm gonna sew this way. So, oh no, there's a pin on the floor now. I hate using real pins. I feel like they're like terrifying at this point. Okay, I think I can get away with just pinning the start and stop. Hey Cindy, I'm making a Diedlebug mini backpack, but I'm making it in a way that I don't have to do the drop-in lining that's in the pattern. So I'm working on putting the cargo pocket on the front right now. My iPad just asked if I want to stream this on the PS5. I think they might be upset if it changes. Okay, so that's what I did. I just sewed from corner to corner, and see, it's nice and straight. And that's what I was talking about. I almost lined it up, but I didn't. It's kind of funny. It won't look as much like it up here. Just a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to do same thing on the top, except I need to figure out where my corners are for the top, because that was important. Oh, I shouldn't have put that up there. Oops. It's okay. Working black on black. Not the easiest, but it is good that it'll like show less later, so alright with it. I think that's probably clipped enough now that it's not going anywhere. The thing that stinks is if you don't do this part right, the whole front's gonna look crooked. And I think that's the corner that I didn't do like perfect. So okay. Let's see. So that's what it'll look like. I'm gonna go ahead and stitch that down. And I'm just making sure as I go it lines up with my marks. See, it's just too much to like draw all the way around and pin all the way around and try to go. And then you get on the corners and they're really hard to sew. Okay, so looking good. Now I'm gonna take and try my best to line these up where they're supposed to be, but I think the problem too is by the time you sew the top and the bottom, the edges want to be like out more from those marks. So I'm gonna let them go out a little. Where are my marks? Oh yeah, they're way over. That pin is done. Got bent so bad. And I basically just want it to be straight on each side. I'm not really worried about how, oh hi George, they line up. Yeah, so that'll look real good. I know it's hard to tell. This is a busy print, and seeing it on the camera. George, it's a Harry Potter bag. You got a Harry Potter name. You're a wizard, George. Doing it this way leaves the tiniest hole at each corner, but I don't think you're gonna be carrying like sand in this pocket or something. I feel like it would come out the stitches anyways. Weirdest analogy. I don't know. And without like stuffing the pocket too, I feel like it's weird. I don't know. Alright, but it's on. So that's what the back looks like. It looks like a pretty good box to me, so I think we did a good job. I need to put my nameplate on. And we got the mostly hard parts out of the way. Okay. I think my nameplate, I don't want to put it like up too high. I think it can go between Draco and Dumbledore. So let's see. What's that pocket? I'm telling you, it's better without it. I mean, it's not that it's a bad pocket. It just... I think that looks good. Yes? Alright. It's happening. I messaged Heartwood and Hyde today. I was like, I need more tags. I'm gonna get rainbow pastel gradient this time. And I'm really excited. George, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're like scratching at my laptop. You gonna mean mug me? Because you got in trouble? You just like one of the kids. Come here. He gave me the dirtiest look. Because he feel that. He's still doing it. I like heard something. I'm like, what the heck? And he's just scratching away at the laptop. Okay, I didn't perfectly stitch that, but it looks pretty good. So that's the front. Front is done. Back is done. Can I just magically put them together? No? Okay. Rude. I'm gonna do the inside pockets. Okay. That. Those are the side pockets I need to do. That goes to that. One of these goes there. That goes to that. And then those we need later. At the end. Okay. Trying to decide if I'm bringing Pearl to the vet. It seems way less itchy last night and today. I don't know. Do you think it's just gonna come back if you don't? That's what stings. No, I don't know. I would probably just take her. Because didn't you get medicine for her and she is still itching? Like, I don't know. That's hard. I don't know what he did to my laptop either, because it was playing this video and now I don't even know. As long as he doesn't mess up my export, which should be long done by now. Hi. How are you, sir? Okay. Double zipper. Dom picked all print pools. Mine has the lightning bolts. You look cute. Do you like George's new scarf? You look dapper. I like it. Brittany, why does it take you so long to make bags? I just don't know. Yeah, no, I get it. It's a hard decision. George is just full of my, sick of my crap all the time. Totally like really woman. Although I was trying to cut something this morning, I think. I was probably part of this, and I'm like cutting, and he's trying to headbutt. I'm like, I'm gonna cut all your whiskers off. Fancy boy. Are you a fancy boy? Done with that. Hello, sir. I love him. I think he loves me. I'm pretty sure. Would you like a ruler? Do you approve? I gotta sew. Do you need a hat? You're on my table. Blink twice if you need help, George. do you need help? Are you a tortured cat? You're kinda in my way, dude. Donut and George make appearances in the net video that'll be out next week. At least the two of them. I'm not even sure. I gotta be real honest. I started recording it in May. And then I finished it today. I saw the air biscuit. You're secretly happy. Are you purring? Yes. He's fine. Yes, mini backpack, Lauren. You want to see the front and the back? I'm done with those. Thankfully. Have you made this bag? Yes. So Dom picked everything out for it. It's his birthday present. He's got his little Slytherin pole. So I put like the Slytherin cats up front and center. And then I made sure that Luna was on it too, because Luna's his cat, even though technically she's Sailor Moon Luna, but it works both ways. I didn't see that. I think I'd like it. I think you've made a couple. Just a few. When was the last time you made a mini backpack, though? Like, for real? George, what are they cooking upstairs? It smells good. Probably more chicken nuggets. Thea probably told her daddy she wanted more chicken nuggets, and he didn't even know that she already had them. I'm only good at the pocket because I figured out how to do it, that it works and doesn't give me a headache and I don't have to pin it all the way around. But, I think I'm gonna be making them look just like that straight across zipper. I've done that one time. 40 years. Feels like it. It's a pain in the butt making the pocket though. It takes a lot of time. It's an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces in zipper that you have to cut out too. So I like the front pocket. I like having it on my bag, but I think whenever I finally get to make a batch of backpacks, I'm just gonna do mostly the straight across zipper because dramatic. Like for bulk sewing, batch sewing, that's what I call it. It's quicker and easier not to do it. Wow, I cut that zipper so long. Why? Why do I do the things I do? I can just put all those clips on and then I just take them off. Okay. Dom wanted me to like embroider Slytherin on it or something. He's like, what if we made it say Slytherin right here? And I was like, yeah, it's not happening, kid. I'm sorry. He's like, could you? I'm like, technically I could. It's just not gonna happen. I think all the green on it is gonna scream Slytherin enough for you, bud. Yeah, when we went to Universal last November, we were waiting for the Hogwarts Express, and Dom wanted me to sort him because he kept saying that he wanted to be a Hufflepuff like me. And I'm like, you're not a Hufflepuff. He's like, why not? I want to be a Hufflepuff like you. You're not a Hufflepuff. He's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, you just aren't. So we sorted him, and he got Slytherin, and I was like, that checks. And he was really upset at first. And Lauren was with us, and her friend Josie, who is a Slytherin, and Josie started telling him all about Slytherins and stuff, and he's like really embraced it. He really likes it now. And my boyfriend is a Slytherin too, so he likes that they're both Slytherins. And then we tried to sort my daughter, but she didn't know what like any of the words meant in the quiz, and it gave her Gryffindor. But I do think she's a Hufflepuff, so that's what we're going with. So Dom was like, well, hers didn't say Hufflepuff, and you say she's a Hufflepuff. I'm like, I think she is. So we're a double Hufflepuff and Slytherin house. Yeah, the kid who didn't want to be a Slytherin. But then Josie told him that Hufflepuffs are dorks. So he keeps telling me that Hufflepuffs are dorks. And Josie's like, in the nicest way. And I was like, I get it. But Dom just thinks it's funny now. Yeah. Thea's a Hufflepuff. When I went to Universal with Kira last month, I got them stuffed animals. And they're so cute. They're like baby house mascots. So, like, Thea, oh, the badger is so cute. I wanted it so bad for my shelf. I'm like, I can't buy myself one too. Maybe next time. But Dom's snake is pretty cute too. Jaded for Thea. Yeah, I was like maybe Ravenclaw for a while on her, but I think the Hufflepuff is accurate. I should probably make the stinking side pockets of Hufflepuff, Slytherin, and Gryffindor. Nice. It was really cool too because before we went down, I ordered these like sorting hat hot chocolate bombs from someone local to me, and we went with our friends too. So my friend Brianna, her boyfriend at the time, and her daughter. So we knew all the adults' houses, and I ordered one of each of those. And then there were the 3 kids, and I ordered mystery ones so they could get sorted. And I was pretty sure I could tell by like a color on it, the Hufflepuff for Thea, so I made sure I grabbed that for her. But then Stella and Dom, I said Brianna here, and I was hoping it was blue, but I had no idea what Dom's was gonna be, and it was Slytherin. And I was like, amazing. So, okay, for his side pockets, I made sure we had Slytherin and Luna. Alright, I gotta remember how to sew these. Did I already go past it? No. Okay. Sew them, flip them. Yes. And then mark and pleat them. Okay. Hi. Again. I had my cats sorted a couple years ago when I had 4. My Leo is a Hufflepuff. He's just a scaredy cat. Star is a Slytherin, and she is not. She's like your bad Slytherin. George here, the Gryffindor, and then my Roxy, she was a Ravenclaw. So I had like one of each, and I had made them collars, and it was so cute. I think my Luna that I have now is a Slytherin. That would mean that the 2 girl cats I have are Slytherins. And I don't know what Donut is. Probably a Hufflepuff. His middle name is Butterbeer. You could also skip these pockets to make the bag quicker too. But yes, Kira, yes. The lining's easy. Also about that, I cut that lining piece with waterproof canvas, and then I just take the exterior pocket piece and I lay it on top of it, like overlapped. I think you have templates, or did you cut it on the Cricut? Anyways, I cut that same pocket piece rectangle out on that, and then I just tape it in. It works for me. Because it doesn't fray. Where's my... Oh, they're buried. I was going to say I could pull it out and show you, but... Dude, you're in the way. Like... What are you doing? Ooh, what's in Avalana? Who's that by? I should probably know. George. He's just like this in my tablet. George, you're a weirdo, sir. I couldn't see, and his butt was. He's over at my computer now. Probably gonna start knocking stuff over. Okay. Elastic. Where? I'm gonna try this time. that really beats using a safety pin in that spot. Okay. But the fun part I feel like this never like stretches the greatest, and I almost left the elastic out, but then I went over to mine and I was like, oh, it does look good. It does work. I feel like mine bunched a lot more, but I think that's fine. Okay. Jaded, George listened to you. He's back. I just kind of eyeball these two. A great YouTube relationship. Okay, so make my marks. The pink thing is a drawstring threader. I have a link for it in the video I post. Was that yesterday? The steering wheel covers, because I use it for them. They're real cheap. They're like $4. I made an embarrassingly large amount of steering wheel covers without using them. Okay, so I always forget how these fold. I'm gonna fold into there. And into there. Yes. So technically you can do it backwards. I think I did it on accident one time and it was fine. But it's better this way. Just want to make sure that it's like flat across. George, I literally don't know what you're doing, bud. You're just... staring at the heat press because he messed up the laptop, so there's nothing to watch on it right now. It was this video. Okay, so those are ready. Once that's ready, zip them. Okay, I cut this extra so that I could leave the zipper pulls off to the side. George. I don't think I said that, Kira. Zipper. I could sell zippers and call them zippers. What are you doing? It's like, leave me alone, Mom. Oh, he can't jump up into his thing because I got too much stuff over there. Sorry, George. Would you like to buy some zipper pulls from the Empurrium? Just saying. I did interface this vinyl for a couple of the pieces on this bag because it's an accessory weight, so it's a little bit thinner. I think the pattern has you put foam on this part. No, thank you. I think one time when I made all fabric one, except for the bottom, I think I ended up putting Decaville Light on it, and it was alright. But I prefer putting vinyl on this part. I think that the vinyl shrunk a tiny bit when I fused that on though, because my that or I just can't cut. Nope, it shrunk 1/4 of an inch. I'll have to make up for it later. I think the next part is a 1/2 inch seam allowance when I put these pieces on, so I'll just go 3/8 of an inch on both and it'll make up for it. It'll be fine. And then we'll line the other side up with that. And I need, okay. Is that the right? Or is that the right? It's this way. Okay. The shimmer shift, whatever, I want it to be the same. Yeah, this one ended up being the same too. Either I cut them wrong, which is possible, or it shrunk. And that has happened, so. Either way, I'll fix it. I think I remember seeing somewhere that you're going to do a cotton version of the Moon Dance notepad. When you make them, is the entire thing cotton? I have not actually made it yet. I am going to use vinyl also. So what I'm going to do is make it so on the exterior you can use a woven instead of having to only use vinyl on the outside. What I'm trying to figure out is normally I use the exterior print for the whole thing, the center thing in the middle. Here. So exterior, this piece, and this. I'm trying to figure out, I know how to do this piece still in woven, but I don't know I have an idea, but it's kind of a lot of work. But I think you still need some vinyl on it. You could do the whole thing in woven though. I don't know, maybe we'll end up with like 2 different versions of it, but I unfortunately am going to be much busier than I thought I was going to in the next couple weeks, so I'm not sure when exactly that'll go up. Okay, so to do this without doing the drop-in lining, you have to make modifications literally to this. Hi.
Can I be a little bit in your bed?
Daddy home?
He was home, but he's not anymore.
He left?
Uh-huh.
Where'd he go? George.
I have no idea. Wait,
Yeah, where the notepad goes.
put a book.
I do have an idea about how you could do it. You could do like have you ever made like a slip cover for a pillow where you like overlap the 2 pieces? You gotta get your head out of the video.
Okay.
Where did Daddy go?
I have no idea. It's gonna be right here next to you.
Well, he didn't message me. Yeah, I'll have to play around with it some. I think you'd have to interface it a lot too. Hey, can you go up on the on the kitchen counter and get me a monster? One of the white ones. They're in the box. In the box. I just need one of them. Thank you. First thought for the pocket was to cut 2 and sew them together, flipping it. Yes, that was my thought too. And then you'd have to top stitch that piece, and then you could sew it on. I love the pattern because it's so quick to make, and I feel like doing all of that would just make it so difficult. Okay, to do this so that you don't have to do the drop-in, it gets a little tricky. Oh, okay. Tracing the seam allowance. Okay, and I have to switch it to 3/8. If you're doing this by the pattern, you just literally sew both these on, flip the seams open, and top stitch, and you're done. But so this is a little bit more work at this part, but holy crap, I hate drop-in linings. It's worth it. Could probably put in a piece of decollete after flipping. Yeah. I definitely think it's doable. I think you could do the entire thing. I think for now, I will share how I would do it so that the exterior print and at least the oh, that's not right, because that hangs over. I'm gonna do it at least for now. That was my finger. I'll do it for now at least so you can make the exterior with a woven print. So like if you don't have vinyl. I'm just gonna cut my finger off, it's okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You really don't know where Daddy went?
Yeah. And I lost blue. Do you have any clue where she might be?
Up in my bed.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, good thinking.
Thanks, Mommy.
Love you. You're welcome. Okay. So, exterior centered clip. What you have to do is you have to like fold this out of the way and stitch as close to the zipper as you can. Stop, stitch as close as you can, and then you'll do that with the lining after you do the exterior. And then when you fold them out, you just top stitch where the zipper is, and that'll leave all of this free to sew all the other pieces on. Yeah, she can be real good. She can also, yeah, she's had a little attitude lately, and it just makes me like, she's cute, she's rotten. We're going to the movies tonight, and she's like, gets off the bus at like 1 o'clock. Going to the movies! And then she's like, when are we going? I'm like, tonight. Why? We have to wait for our movie time. They don't just say, oh, Thea's here. Let's start the movie. It doesn't work that way. So you'll get like a little jump stitch situation. It's not hard doing this. I think it's genius, so thank you, Lauren. Okay, so then we do the same thing with the lining. The lining part's slightly harder to sew because you gotta get all of the thicker exterior out of the way, but still doable. I probably could have done the lining first and it would have been easier, but what do I know? So, you fold these down. And you technically could like fold this out of the way and top stitch all the way across and fold this out of the way. Kind of want to try that. It might get funky when I get there. Nope, not doing it. Okay, just top stitching across the zipper. Kira, is it the strawberry monster or is it the Rosa? Because they have strawberry everywhere. Oh, I did not top stitch the lining. Oh, it's okay. It doesn't go through. It's actually not bad. I'm gonna do it that way over here too. I just ran out of the Rosa this week. I'm so sad. I look everywhere. Okay. So that is the zipper panel. But now we gotta put these pockets on. Actually, good thing that I did it that way because we want to stitch this only to the exterior. So I'm gonna line it all up. Okay, and then you base this on, but you don't want to catch anything but this exterior piece. So one time I made a mini backpack for a strike and I had like an emergency pop up and I was like, I can't finish this in time. So I finished the exterior and not the lining. And then I just let it sit for like a while. It was great. What led to this thought process was, do you think Dom would care if I just didn't finish the lining? Be like, here, bud, finish your backpack. Oh, it's so weird. You can see the inside of the bag, all funny. No? I also had a thought because normally when I do this, I attach the exterior panels and then I do the lining panels and then I do the bottoms. But I did think about it and I was like, you could, without doing like a full gusset, you could bind everything together, like zoop, zoop, and then you could still put the bottom on and bind it. Or, just like the Crystal and the Guardian, you could sew all the like front and back panels and then completely bind the bottom. And I think I might try that this time. Hey, Estella. So I need to find my centers. So you've got a wider and a skinny. You're going to put the front panel at the skinnier part. So really thought I found my center there. Did I not? Okay, so only clipping the exterior to the exterior. The lining's going to stay out of the way. And I try to butterfly open my seams. So what I've actually done is make some snips near my zipper. So that is possible. But don't cut into your zipper. It would be very sad. Oh, Jessica, hello from Spain. Awesome. Hi from Ohio. I've seen plenty of this bag made on domestics also. Just saying. You don't need you don't need an industrial. Although, highly recommend. 10 out of 10. It's just like a whole new world. Says I need a passcode to shop on your website. The only thing that is password protected right now is Jelly Vinyl Retail because it's not live yet. The vinyl is almost here, and then I'll announce a retail date, and I've decided that anyone who is a member on my channel, so part of the Perfect Pals, the password will go out to them first. Just like a little thank you, early shopping, and then the password will be removed at the actual shopping time for everyone. So there's a community tab, and that's where I post. And then if you're a channel member, you'll get that post beforehand. And I'll make posts all about that and everything when it's time. Okay. Let's stitch it on. Okay. I am fairly certain I'm doing the right seam allowance. think my bobbin's about out. Thank you, Jessica. Okay. You can open the zipper too, and it lets all this bend more. Trying really hard not to make a pucker. The front is a little bit more difficult because the zipper is closer to the to what you're sewing. So I do like doing it first for that reason too. Ooh, such a nice curve. The tiniest pucker, but what can you do? Alright, so trim the seam allowance down. I don't like going in too much on other seams, so I kind of leave that stick out some. Okay. So that is what the front looks like. He's gonna freak out. So there's little paw pulls. Alright. Do the back. And see, because that part's wider, you can just literally fold all that all the way. Okay. This part, you have to make sure stays folded down. Okay. I was like, I know I trimmed or notched it or whatever. How many clips can I use? Yeah, I think I'm gonna bind the bottom, which I don't normally do. I think it'll be easier. The way I do the lining is kind of funny, but it works. Okay. Anything not to do the drop-in lining. Okay, and if you unzip it too, you can make sure that everything is folded out of the way. Hey, Sasha. Donut cats. Okay, let's check that curve. Looks good. Trim it down. But I'm not going to trim too far in on those connectors. Okay. So, right now, we have this situation going on. So, the exterior is mostly done, but the lining needs finished. And if I recall from how I did it the one time, it is possible to put the bottom on right now and flip the bag, and you've got a finished looking backpack. And then you can still like flip it and do everything else. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the lining panels on, and then I think we're gonna try binding the bottom on. It sounds good. Okay, so I want my zipper panel to be on my back panel. So this is the back. And it's real weird doing this, okay? But I promise. Like, it does work. It's worked every time I've done it so far, so. So far. And if you're like, that's too much work, I'd rather just do a drop-in. You do you. I hate them. Okay. So, right? Yeah. Gonna clip, clip, clip. And it's like you're sandwiching the whole bag inside of itself. This is not part of the pattern, because in the pattern you make the whole exterior, you make the whole lining, and then you put them together. And yeah, so. So the reason I hate the drop-in lining for like this bag is because you basically have to, you sew the zipper onto the exterior, but you don't like flip it and like top stitch. And then for the lining where the zipper goes, you fold it in. And I think I've like tried to tape it or whatever, and then you have to line up the lining all the way around the zipper and pin it all together. And then you have to maneuver the bag and essentially top stitch it closed. But while you do that, you have to attach the lining and the exterior together. I hope that makes sense. Not a fan. I also made the Dallas Duffel by Swoon, and it has a drop-in lining, and because you have to like do your own fold and line up the lining to the zipper, I made it as a dance bag for my daughter, and the zipper just kept getting stuck on the lining. So I cut the lining, like where it was folded. So it's just raw edge now. It is what it is. I would have felt terrible if that was like a bag I sent to someone. I think Lauren has a video on the Dallas to like do it without a drop-in. So I kind of want to try it again someday. I think I'd like to make myself like one of the large ones to travel with. Yeah, it's not fun. I understand why they're used, and I'm sure they're not all that bad. Like sometimes a drop-in lining could be like on a tote where you fold in the exterior and the lining and then you put them inside itself and match them up and top stitch around. That I still wouldn't rather. I would rather sew it, flip it, and top stitch it. But that's not as bad as like a drop-in that is on a zipper. I just no. No, 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 no. Yeah, like that on a tote, that's, you know, that's different. Okay. I knew the bobbin was going to run out. Not a bad spot to run out, though. Got a lot done on that one bobbin. However, that was all clipped together. It's fine. Oh, I'm like, what am I on? It's the zipper pocket. That's supposed to be there. I probably should have done the other lining piece first because it is smaller. And now I'm going to have to wrap it around more of the bag. But what can you do? I've gone too far. I'm still here. It takes a while to make. Okay. So, yeah, see, it kind of like reinforced the pocket. I don't think it does anything, but I'm gonna trim that down. Now, pull that out from there and kind of fold that like that. It's real weird, but stick with me. Okay, so this has to go to this, and all this has to be sandwiched in it. I should have done this one first, but it's still doable. You just have to maneuver it a little bit. And the good thing is it's a lining, so if it's a little wonky, like literally it doesn't matter. It's not worth stressing out about the lining. Seriously. I mean, I understand everyone wants to do the best job they can and put out the best product they can, and I feel the same way. But I also feel like there's a point where your customer needs to know that it is a handmade item, and we cannot be perfect every single time. And if you've ever looked at bags at stores, like, you pay $300 for a purse and it still has a problem. So, just saying. So, looks funny. Looks awkward. It is. Like, it works though. And it's not too hard to do. So it's like you've got your lining on one side and whatever this all is on the other. And you can kind of, oh yeah, okay. So you can pop this out like this. Nom 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 nom. I'm really stressed out. I just put clips here to look like an alligator. Doesn't help. Mentally, am I okay? I'm not sure. It's fine. I'm fine. Okay. So the main thing is you just want to make sure you're not like sewing anything to something else. Bet you didn't know you were getting a whole show today. Everyone else is missing out. Okay, should probably use my stiletto because we are kind of close over here. Okay, and then you can flip that out of the way. Yeah, should have done the front side first. Been a while since I made it. And I was like, oh, got this. But do I? Question mark. Like I said too, it's the lining. Don't stress about it. Should have just gave it to Dom like that. Be like, I didn't make you a backpack. I made you a dinosaur, alligator, whatever you want to call it, puppet. Just wrap it and give it to him like that. Mom. Well, you see what happened. Okay. So, trim this down. So the Guardian is not done like this. It's a flower. I don't know. But you do sew on the sides and then bind the bottom. So it's kind of what I'm going for. Okay, so now what you gotta do is you gotta push the tops in. And all off. We've got an inside out bag going here. And I'm just gonna assume it looks good. Okay, so basically on the Guardian, I did it on a live. Probably took me 5 hours with no binding. Which one? This backpack? I did this one live and it took me 5 hours the first time. Maybe 5.5. Tiff was here. So yeah, you do the sides and everything, and then you line up the bottom. And baste it together. And then you put the bottom on and bind it. And that's how I'm going to do this. I think it's going to be good. I'm excited. So if I didn't do this before, I would have flipped it like this. You have the ability to put the exterior bottom on and then the lining bottom, but you have to leave a opening in the lining bottom so you can flip the bag fully and then close it. But I think this is gonna be good. Hi Brittany, flew the slow boat from China. It's very close to the US. So excited to receive all my goodies. It's supposed to be close. I just don't want to say like a date because then I feel like it won't be here on said date. But it should be here soon. I have to wait for it to get to me though. Also, like once the boat gets in, UPS takes over, and then it has to UPS to me. But I am very excited too because I'm keeping 23 rolls for myself. So excited. Yeah, so I think it's gonna work well. So we'll baste that, and we're gonna go ahead and baste these together. And then I'll need some binding. I don't have green binding. Oh, you know what? I think I have rainbow. Oh, that's piping. What is this? I have rainbow stripes. I have not used this though. So we'll see. Okay. Looks like when I interfaced this bottom piece, it shrunk a tiny bit. So just have to make it fit. Should be fine. Okay, let's baste this together first. I think this will give it a good structure on the bottom too. But if you don't like binding, which I don't know that I actually love it, you can do it how I said, where instead of flipping the bag at this point, you'll just sew the exterior on each piece. But make sure you leave a hole for an opening to birth the bag in the lining bottom. Okay, so we are at 3 hours. I was like, I hope I can do this in 3 hours. We're almost done. Okay. We're at the finish line. Is that Tia? Yeah. What? At 7:30.
So, are we going to the movies now?
No. 2 hours.
2 hours?
2 hours.
2 hours is done the movie?
Yes.
So,
Yes. Do you want to get snacks from the movie? What do you want to get? Popcorn?
Yeah. Can we get the giant pack?
Probably.
Yeah, because they're going to be big. How about, can I get a TV one for myself?
No.
Mm,
It's expensive.
I love popcorn.
Well, you can share with your brother and your dad. Okay, so I marked my
Let's get
centers.
a big, giant, enormous pack one.
A giant, enormous pack?
Yeah, the giant, enormous one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're going to have...
Well,
How many people have
the large
to-
popcorn is only like $1 more than the small popcorn.
Can I get it?
Yes, I told you we'd get the big one.
Why this is not going all the way through?
Good question. Because they don't. It stops them. I like it. It's technically for drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my center? Girl, that doesn't work that way. No. Okay, that does work there.
But it's not going to go reach out. That's cool. Now look.
Yeah, because it sits on that thing.
It's on what?
Such a nice way to finish a bag. It's such good structure, not having to crumple vinyl through a pocket. That too. Be doing my other crystals this way. Yeah, now I want to do a crystal that way. Did you get any thunderstorms last night? Our tornado our tornado sirens went off in Mansfield area. Oh, I forgot that's where you live. That's where Jenny Green from Sincerely Jen Pound, she lives in Sandusky. So we met her in Mansfield to head to St. Louis. It's our Jenny drop-off location. Yeah, we had thunderstorms last night, but it was all right. Nothing terrible.
I was scared.
You were scared?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like... Is this lined up right?
Mom,
What?
I was upstairs with the entire time with this on me.
Oh, can you leave it down here, please?
I'm not.
How did you make out at your last show? So I had 2 different shows last weekend. I did my local Pride on Saturday, and that went very well. And then on Sunday, yeah, stop. On Sunday, I had an Oddmall show. Oddmall is like a group. I don't know. They have a lot of shows. I feel like this doesn't line up right over here. I think I'm gonna have to stick it out a little.
Mom, look.
I see, yeah. That went okay. It was supposed to rain, so I think that kind of kept some people away. Thankfully, I sold an apothecary that day. Yeah, I need you to stop making that noise. Okay. I overlapped this just a touch. And I think it'll be okay. Technically, these are supposed to be sewn in at like a 1/2 inch, but with the binding, I can't exactly do that, so I'm just going to wing it? I don't know. Should I? What are you saying, Thea? Should I just do like a 1/4 inch and then... Amber McLean from the Crafty Reporter, she had a video this week. Yeah, I need you to stop. She had a video this week on binding a clear bag, and I liked how she did it. Oh, it's tape. I'm like, what am I cutting into that feels so weird? I hope Dom likes this.
Yeah. Hopefully. Doing this meter file.
Well, I meant this. I guess you can't really see it. It doesn't really matter.
See what?
The binding that's going to be in it.
Oh.
You don't even know what that means, do you?
No. What is that?
It folds over the seam.
Oh.
Okay. I'm just going to do a 1/4 inch. That's what I feel comfortable doing. Okay, this is the overlap side though. Maybe I should have sewed it from the other side. You really don't know where Daddy went, Thea?
Actually, was home the whole time.
Where?
I didn't know. No, that's sleeping.
He's sleeping.
I want to go upstairs and touch and watch the
Okay. All about winging it? Yeah, same. I'm like, man, I hope this ends up looking nice. It's just hard, like, winging it all the time on YouTube when other people are watching. Because then I have to be like, well, that didn't work. I feel like we learn together a lot, though, on my channel. Just saying. Okay. I'm not the biggest fan of binding. I'm going to be real honest. I think that I maybe would have liked doing it the other way, but I do like experimenting. So, okay. I really hope that this comes out all right. Gonna look good. Made it this far. This is true. Okay, I'm gonna try this binding the way that I saw Amber do it. I think she folded this in. No, how did she do it? You can't do it this way and then fold it over. You do it like this? No. Like this. And then it folds over? Why do I not understand? Because a fourth of an inch is a half of an inch. So then that's not going to fold over. I'm just going to do it how I know to do it. It's fine. All for just listening to you and watching you winging it. It keeps me company while I find something to sew myself. I feel it. Okay. My problem, every time I bind a bag, I mess up and I don't catch everything. But also sometimes I feel like it's because I'm trying to go in too far. I don't know if maybe it's because like my materials are so thick. If I would have done that and folded it over, it wouldn't have gone far enough. Right side of the bias is next to the lining. Yeah, that's what I thought, but didn't pay attention to how she did it. Just use 1-inch waterproof. I don't like the binding buddy tape. I used it when I was at Lauren's house, and for me, it was just like a sticky mess. And I fumbled with it too much. And I wasn't used to using Lauren's pink Juki. And she puts her pedal on the other side of the knee lift and uses like her left knee for the knee lift. And I use my right leg for everything. So I kept accidentally being on the knee lift while I was sewing. And I finished my Guardian and I was like, oh. And then I took it off the machine and the whole back was loops so long because the presser foot wasn't all the way down. But anyways, I had to redo it. And because the binding had the tape on it, it was like the biggest mess. It's just not for me. I'm so happy it helps other people. It's not for me. I'm thinking if you have a domestic that this wouldn't be the best finishing method for this bag because there are some very thick spots. Be cute. Loving it, but I've been using it since I got my 1181. Forced myself to do it. You have to use at least 1.5 inches to an. Okay, yeah, that would explain that. Because I'm like, this just isn't gonna work. But I was like, it would be nice to not miss my binding on each side. Okay. There goes nothing. Yeah, thick parts. 3 C's. I moved all my stuff and now I'm just like bumping into me. Well, I probably should have went up to a 5. Oops. It's fine. I like Lindsay from Lindsay and Mead. She cuts the waterproof canvas thicker and then just trims it down. And I really need to start doing that. But then I might be too like, ooh, I can just be all willy-nilly. I don't know. It might have been double fold bias tape that she used too, which is what I usually use for my binding. And I feel like I probably should start using it properly. Oh, I caught it all there. It's not straight, but... I caught it everywhere. That might be a first. It looks cool. I like it. Alright. Just have to finish the straps. You better be real nice to me. Avoided birth binding quilts when I was growing up. Always made my grandma finish the quilts. Now I love waterproof canvas binding. I hack so many bags now. Could you imagine binding a quilt with waterproof canvas? That's all I could think of. Well, I would say that looks pretty darn good. I think it'll help the lining sit too. I really want to try this doing binding on it all so that it like sits right. Oh gosh. Okay. I hate that this front pocket just always looks deformed. Look how cute it is. This child better be real nice. Okay, so I'm going to use this rivet guide tool thingy. And I like doing double rivets. I think it works that way. The reason I did the double rivets is because I have a lounge flyer too that has the double rivets in this spot, and I think they're pretty cool. Okay. I need to get my rainbow hole punch out of the package. I feel like if I put these on first, nope, still okay. All right. That's unfortunate. Okay. I think I got them though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the rivets are pretty close to each other, but that does not bother me. Kind of got onto that other one. Maybe they are a little close together. Fine. Alright. Got to do the strap. The webbing. It's so cute. Yeah. A huge quilt. You're just binding forever. It's been 86 years. Okay. I like to fold my webbing in just a little bit. And I'm going to try to match that on both sides. This webbing is a little bit stiffer. Not in a bad way. I like the structure of it. Okay. And do rows of stitching on each. So if you don't do the side pockets or the front cargo pocket, this bag is a lot faster to make. I had made a batch of 4 at once last summer, and I was able to do them like cutting and sewing in 2 days easy. And I've kind of been wanting to make another batch again. Haven't had a chance. Okay, so through here. Through here. In here. I think I cut his straps like an inch shorter than you're supposed to too. Just, I mean, he just turned 11, so I was like, shouldn't hurt. Pretty even. Okay. So, touch awkward sewing this together right here, but doable. Probably would have been better to go down to like a 4 for the stitch length for this, but it's fine. It's maybe supposed to adjust from the bottom and not the top. No, this is how my lounge flies are. I don't know. You could do it either way. I think probably personally it would keep it out of my armpit more if I did it from the other way, but it's done. It's really cute. So, rainbow star webbing from Mormino. This vinyl is from Mormino. It'll be released, I think, August 15th. I think. I wish that the top was just a touch prettier for the curve, but by the time you put stuff in it, they... Side pockets, I think, are a joke, honestly. You see how that, like, pushes the bag in? It's really cute. Well, thanks for hanging out with me for 3.5 hours. Again, no side pockets, no front pocket. So much quicker. No front pocket. So much quicker. And with the little Made with Magic label. If it wasn't a if it wasn't a Slytherin backpack, I'd be like, Dom, it's mine too. But if we ever get to go back to Universal, we can match. Yeah, mine has a Hufflepuff lining. So Slytherin lining. It's really cute. I really like it. I'm so glad I got it done. Thank you guys. I think it's really cute too. I'm not gonna let him see it. I'm gonna pack it up. It better be his favorite present. Alright. Toodles. You're gonna see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I'll let you know in my vlog how I think about it. Bye.